Hello friends, if you like my videos, subscribe my channel and also press the bell icon for the latest updates. Thank you. So firstly let us discuss about amination of alpha halogenic acids. An alpha halogenated acid is treated with large excess of liquid ammonia to form ammonium salt of amino acid. And now this ammonium salt will undergo the process of hydrolysis and forms amino acid. So from the alpha halogenated acid we are going to form the amino acid. So this is the main theme which is present behind the process, the first method of synthesis of amino acid, which is called as amination of alpha halogenic acids, right? So what is the main aim of amination of alpha halogenic acid? Where it alpha halogenated acid will form the amino acid. So this is the main thing which you people have to remember. So among them we are going to take first of the example called glycine. Remember I have said you that we are going to take 4 examples of amino acids called glycine, valine, leucine and alanine, right? So firstly we are going to take about the glycine, synthesis of glycine. So here what I have said you, from alpha halogenated amino acid will be formed, right? So now firstly you have to prepare alpha halogenated acid. So how we are going to prepare it? So firstly CH3COOH means acetic acid will get reacted with chlorine. So here CH3COOH you can write in this way and Cl2 you can write in this way, right? And here CH3 means it contains 3 hydrogen atoms and Cl2 means it contains 2 chlorine atoms. And in these 3 hydrogen atoms, one of the hydrogen atom, which is a proton, will move towards the chlorine atom and it will be removed in the form of HCl, which is called as a hydrochloric acid. We know that the interaction always occurs between negative charge and positive charge of atoms. So here this positive charge is present in the hydrogen, which is called as a proton, and the negative charge is present in the chlorine, which is called as a chlorine ion, and the interaction will be done where it will be moved out in the form of HCl, which is called as hydrochloric acid. And now remaining another one Cl group is present, right? It will move towards the carbon atom. So finally it forms alpha halogenated acid. So this is your alpha halogenated acid and this hydrochloric acid will be removed out. And now this alpha halogenated has been finally produced. And from this alpha halogenated acid we are going to form the amino acid. Exactly right? So from the alpha halogenated acid we are going to form the amino acid. So how? Now this alpha halogenated acid will be reacted with excess ammonia. Remember, this is excess ammonia. Don't forget to write in the examinations, mention their excess ammonia, excess liquid ammonia. We know that ammonia means here 3 hydrogen groups will be present, right? And among these 3 hydrogen groups, one of the hydrogen group which is present in the form of a proton, because it contains positive charge, will get reacted with Cl minus ion, which is a negative charge, and it will move out in the form of HCl, which is called as hydrochloric acid. And now remaining NH2 group will be present over there, right? It will move towards the carbon atom and finally forms the ammonium salt. So you will get a thought, right? Where did you got this NH4 group? Because we have took excess ammonia, means 3 moles of ammonia we have took, right? Hence it forms ammonium salt. And now this ammonium salt, so finally it forms ammonium salt, and that ammonium salt will undergo the process of hydrolysis and forms the amino acid. So now this ammonium salt will undergo the process of hydrolysis, right? Once it undergo the process of hydrolysis, then it forms glycine, right? So finally synthesis of glycine has been done. So now let us take the second example called alanine. Second one, synthesis of alanine. So here we are going to take again another alpha halogenic acid. So here we are going to take 2-bromopropionic acid. Here the bromine is present at the second carbon, right? So 2-bromo propionic acid, because 3 carbon atoms are present over here. So we are going to name this IUPAC name is 2-bromopropionic acid. And now this alpha halogenated acid will react with excess liquid ammonia, right? And once it reacts with excess liquid ammonia, then it forms the ammonium salt. So the mechanism I have explained you previously, right? The same mechanism will be indicated here also. And now this ammonium salt will undergo the process of hydrolysis and forms the alanine, right? So coming to the synthesis of valine, and here also the same. You are going to take the alpha halogenated acid, but here what you are going to take is that 2-bromo-3-methyl butanoic acid. So here at the second carbon, bromo means bromine group is present. At the third carbon, methyl group is present. CH3 is nothing but the methyl group, right? So you can name it as 2-bromo-3-methyl butanoic acid, because 4 carbon atoms are present over there. And now this 2-bromo-3-methyl butanoic acid, which is also called as alpha halogenated acid, will react with excess liquid ammonia. Once it reacts with excess liquid ammonia, then it forms the ammonium salt. And the same mechanism which I have explained you previously indicates here also, and now this ammonium salt will undergo the process of hydrolysis and finally forms the valine amino acid. So here finally the synthesis of valine has been done. And finally the last example of amino acid which you are going to take here is leucine. So synthesis of leucine. Here the alpha halogenated acid which you are going to take is 2-bromo-4-methyl pentanoic acid, means 5 carbons are present. So at the second carbon bromine is present, so 2-bromo. At the fourth carbon methyl group is present, so 4-methyl. 2-bromo 4-methyl pentanoic acid, 5 carbons are present over here, and this 2-bromo 4-methyl pentanoic acid, which is also called as alpha halogenated acid, will get react with excess liquid ammonia. Once it is treated with excess liquid ammonia, then it forms the ammonium salt and finally it undergoes the process of hydrolysis and forms the appropriate amino acid. So what is the amino acid here which we have formed? Leucine, right? So the formation of amino acid depends upon the type of alpha halogenated acid which you are going to take. So in this way, this amination of alpha halogenic acid method will be done in the synthesis of amino acids by taking all of these examples. So firstly, example which we have took is glycine, which has been formed from the alpha halogenic acid itself, and from the alanine we are going to form the alanine from 2-bromopropionic acid, and we are going to form valine from 2-bromo-3-methylbutanoic acid, and we are also going to form leucine from 2-bromo-4-methylpentanoic acid. So in this way we are going to form the amino acids by using the method called amination of alpha halogenic acids in the synthesis of amino acids. So if you like this video, just do like and subscribe, and if you have any doubts regarding this topic, you can comment in the comment box. We are going to clarify your doubts immediately, and thank you.